Hey there, I'm Kitty Robinson, founder of the Wellness Way Collaborative. I'm so excited that you've joined me today. What I have for you today is a 30-minute yoga practice that focuses on Colossians 3:2. I hope you'll enjoy it. I just do want to remind you that anything we do should never hurt. If anything feels uncomfortable or just doesn't work for your body, modify or sit that part out. Otherwise, I hope you'll enjoy, lean in, take a little bit of time for yourself and for your wellness. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged like this, or if there's another way that's more comfortable for you, just get settled in for a moment. Allow your legs to relax toward the floor, and then lift up through the top of your head, imagining that there's a string attached to the crown of your head, and it's pulling up toward the ceiling. And as you lift, you're going to feel your spine lengthen, and automatically your posture is improved. So use that little cue for yourself throughout the day. All right, relax your shoulders, draw your belly button in, take a few slow, deep breaths. On your next inhale, just draw your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, relax them down. Inhale again, drawing the breath in through your nose. You can sigh it out through your mouth, or if you're ready to, you can go ahead and bring your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. One more time, draw those shoulders up and relax them down. Now on your next exhale, take your chin to your chest. And then inhale, lift your chin up, being careful not to crane your neck, just finding a comfortable range of motion here. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Feel your body already starting to relax. Focus your mind on this next little bit of time. The next 20 or 25 minutes is time for you. You can bring your head back to neutral. Time for you to invest in yourself and in your wellness so that you can consider to pour out to other people. You can continue to pour out your life to other people, but you have to be able to fill yourself. And so that's what we're doing here. Go ahead and inhale, lift your right arm up overhead, and then exhale, take it over to the side. Inhale, draw it up, exhale down, and then let's do the other side. Left arm up and over, and draw it back and down. Beautiful. Take it up and over. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep those legs relaxed toward the floor. And one more time on this side. Let's stay here, taking some slow, deep breaths, relaxing through the shoulders. And remember, we're doing two different things here with our arms. We're reaching it up and then over. So kind of making sure that you're reaching both dynamics of this stretch. And now turn your chest so that it's angled out over the knee. Extend the arm out over the knee, and then walk your hands to the center. Rest your hands on the mat. Keep your head in alignment with the spine. Both hips planted on the mat, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, take your chin down to your chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good, and exhale down. Great job. Bring your head back to neutral. Walk your hands up, and let's inhale and reach again, reaching that right arm up and over and bringing it down. And again, up and over. We're warming up the sides of the body, stretching through the shoulders, reaching those arms up away from the body and over. Now let's stay on this side here. Great job. So we're reaching to the left side with our right arm. We have it fully extended out away from the body and reaching it over. Our shoulders are relaxed, our legs are relaxed, our pelvic floor muscles are relaxed. Now go ahead and angle your chest so that it's square over that bent knee. Arm is extended out past the knee. And then go ahead and relax that hand down to the floor. Walk the hands back to center. Hips, once again, are both pressing on the floor. And then exhale, take your chin down to your chest. Inhale, bring it up. Nice tall spine here. So lift your chest. Keep your head moving slowly and in a nice, comfortable range of motion. And now bring your head back to neutral. Walk those hands up. And now let's take an inhale with both arms. Reaching up, we're going to exhale down into cactus arms. So our elbows are lined up with our shoulders. Our wrists are lined up over our elbows. Fingertips spread wide. Feel that activation through the fingertips and pull your elbows back behind you. Great job. Breathe into your chest here. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw those elbows back down into cactus. And then inhale, reach up. This time we're going to keep our arms up. We're going to clasp our fingers together and bring those hands down in front of you as you round through the spine, tucking your pelvis and your chin. Breathe into your upper back here. Reach those arms out away from you. Great job. Now inhale. Exhale down to those cactus arms once again. Elbows are pulling back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Great job. And then inhale, reach up. This time we're going to exhale our arms all the way down, bringing them behind us. And now lace those fingers together again. Press the heels of your hands together and draw your hands down toward the floor. As you do, lift through your chest, pull your shoulder blades back towards each other and pull your elbows back towards each other. Breathe into your chest. We're going to use this movement a little later in our flow, so we just want to get comfortable with it in the seated position. And then go ahead and relax. You can shake out the arms, stay facing the way you are. I'm just going to turn so that I'm facing the front of my mat. So if you weren't already, you can change positions and then bring your hands out in front of you. Walk yourself into tabletop. And now line the wrist, elbows, and shoulders all up so you've got one straight line. Being careful not to have the hands too far out or too far back. So line those joints up. Knees are lined up under the hips. Great job. Now we're going to extend our right arm out in front of us and our left leg out behind us. Now imagine somebody's pulling on your fingertips, someone else is pulling on your toes, and you feel that length through the body. Now inhale, draw the elbow and knee under the body, and exhale, extend them back out. Once again, inhale, draw it under, pull that knee up towards your chest. Exhale, extend out. One more time, bring it under. We're going to keep this position. So hold the knee, hold the elbow, but don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. Keep driving your left hand into the mat. Upper body lifted, and extend. Beautiful. Bring that hand down and bring the knee down. Take your knees wide. Sit your hips back. Rest your forehead on the mat, on your stacked fist, or if you have a yoga block handy, you can rest your forehead on the yoga block. Just take a couple breaths here, resting your elbows, forearms, and hands on the mat, as well as your forehead. You can bring the palms of your hands together now, lining up each finger and your thumbs, and with your elbows anchored into the mat, just lead with those thumbs and bring the thumbs to the back of your neck. And then draw your shoulders back a little bit from the elbows and feel a good stretch. Nice slow breaths here. And then exhale, relax the hands down. Lift yourself back up into tabletop. We're going to reset those joints, all right? Elbows, wrists, and shoulders, all in alignment. That'll give us a good foundation as we extend our left arm out. And this time our right leg. Fingertips are spread nice and wide on the mat. Your weight's distributed out through those fingertips. And then inhale, draw the elbow and knee under the body, and exhale, full extension here. Feel the glute activate. Inhale, draw it under. Exhale, extend. Keep pressing that hand into the mat. One more time, we're gonna inhale, we're gonna hold it here. Pull that knee up to the chest as tight as you can get it. Keep pressing that hand into the mat. And extend. Great job. Bring the hand down and the knee. Take those knees wide, big toes kissing. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Rest back down into your child's pose. Take a couple slow, deep breaths here. And then once again, you can bring the palms of your hands together. Elbows are anchored into the mat. And then just lead with the thumbs, bringing them to the back of the neck. Draw the shoulders down away from the elbows. Feel that good stretch through the triceps and under the arms. Great job. And then on that next exhale, just take the hands back down. Come back up into tabletop. We're going to transition from tabletop to downward dog to standing. If you are not able to do downward dog for any reason, you can just go ahead, make your way to the front of the mat. We'll meet you there. If you're with me though, tuck your toes, press your hips up toward the ceiling, coming into your downward facing dog. Pedal through those heels. Great job. And then just slowly walk your feet up to your hands. Coming to the front of the mat and slowly roll up, tucking your pelvis, tucking your chin, rounding through the spine. Just slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Your weight here is in the heels. Great job. Now that you're standing, shift your weight over the arches of your feet. Take a big inhale here and exhale, forward fold, scoop and reach back up. Inhaling all the way up and reaching the arms all the way out, away from the body as you also take them down. Scoop again, inhale, reach up, and then exhale. Let's stay down in a forward fold here. So we're going to get ready to start our scripture flow portion. And our scripture's Colossians 3:2, set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. It's a nice short verse. This is going to be a short practice, but I hope that it's a good reminder for you what Colossians is teaching us. All right, go ahead and shift your weight into your heels, tuck your pelvis in your chin, and slowly roll up again, taking your time here. Great job. Keep lifting up through the top of the head here. Step the feet together so that you have not two separate legs now, just one strong leg. Reach those arms up as you inhale, and this is set your mind. So when we do this posture right here, it'll be set your mind, and then we're going to sit down into our chair. So send your hips back behind you, press your knees together, keep your arms lifted so your head is between the arms, and this is on things above. So set your mind on things above. Now relax the hands down to the floor so that they're framing the feet, and this is not on. So set your mind on things above, not on. Now we're going to shift our weight into our right foot and lift our left leg behind us. Earthly things. So set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Now you can tap that leg down and then come to stand up, or you can keep that leg up, have a slight bend in the standing leg, bring your palms together, and slowly hinge your way up, feeling the strength in that right leg. Great job. Now, keeping your hands to heart and your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Send those fingertips up toward the ceiling, coming into Warrior One. Drive your hips down towards the floor. Reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Great job. Drive that back heel down towards the floor. Sink your hips down. And then open the back foot up at a 45-degree angle and bring your arms down so that they're in line with the shoulders. Right fingertip reaching forward, left fingertips reaching behind you, and your chest is open to the left side. Look out over those front fingertips. See if you can sink your hips down even more here. And now flip that front hand, draw it up toward the ceiling. Let your back hand rest on your back leg, and you might even be able to sink down more into this. You can always walk that front foot out a little if you'd like. Or maybe this is time for you to straighten that front leg and take a break. That's okay. Now bring that right hand down behind you, clasping the left hand. Remember this? Press the heels of your hands together, draw the hands down toward the floor. Nice tall chest here. Now you can stay right here, or if you'd like to, you can take this forward, keeping your hands rested at the tailbone, or if you'd like to, you can lift those arms up, sink into that leg. Great job. If you have your arms up with me, just bring them down to the tailbone and then lift back up. Beautiful. Now turn that back foot forward and bring those hands down to frame your front foot. coming into a nice low lunge here. Great job. We're gonna come down now on that back knee. I like to just grab my mat and fold it over for a little protection. Put the tops of the back toes on the mat. Sink your hips forward here. Keep a nice tall spine, lifting through the top of the head so you've got a straight line from the top of your head down to that back knee. And then walk your hands back, coming into a hamstring stretch. Now, I forgot my yoga blocks, but I normally would have those blocks because I'm not super flexible through the hamstrings, and that brings me right about to here so I can have a better posture in this stretch. But this is what I have today. So if you have blocks, use them. And now you can stay right here if you'd like to. You can see if you can come all the way up, bringing those arms up overhead. And then again, maybe you stay here, or maybe you take your right hand behind you, left hand forward, palms facing forward, and open the chest up here. Great job. If you're with me, just sweep that back hand down to meet the front as you come back to face forward. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, take those arms down. Walk yourself back forward, tuck the back toes, and press that back knee up off the ground. Great job. So your hands are framing this front leg. Now step your front leg back to meet the other one. So you're in plank here. Wrist, elbows, and shoulders all in alignment. Take a couple slow breaths here. Now you can stay right here in plank, or if you'd like a little challenge, you can bring your right knee to the outside of your right elbow and then send it back and then do the other side. Great job. Now inhale into downward facing dog, or you can transition into tabletop. As we get ready to go back up to standing, you may want to take a different path there. You might want to go tabletop and then just stand up easily. Or if you're with me, we're in downward facing dog, we're pedaling through the heels, and then we're just going to walk our feet up to our hands. Great job. Shift your weight into your heels, tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin, round through the spine as you come up a little stronger than you were when you started. A little more mobile, a little more flexible, a little more balanced. Great job. Let's take a big inhale here and exhale, forward fold. Take a little rest here. Draw your rainbows in the sand. For that, we just sweep our fingertips from side to side. Imagine that you're on the beach, just dragging those fingertips around the feet, making little rainbows in the sand around the feet. This is your recovery. If something else feels good for you during this time as you recover, do that. Otherwise, stay here with me just a couple more times, inhaling as we go one way, exhaling as we go the other, then come back to center, and then once again, shift your weight into your heels, tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin, round up through the spine, just taking your time, one vertebrae at a time. Great job. Now take a big inhale with me, walk those feet together, so your legs once again are together, fingertips are reaching up toward the ceiling, shoulders are relaxed, and this is set your mind. Now sit back into your chair on things above. So set your mind on things above. Hands to the mat, not on, and then we shift our weight into our left foot, right foot goes up behind us, earthly things. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Once again, you can just step that leg down and stand up, or you can put a slight bend in your standing leg, bring your hands to prayer, and slowly hinge your way up. Great job. Now keep that left foot forward. Right foot goes back, both feet facing forward, hands to heart here. Sink your hips down toward the floor, and then send those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Great job. Let that back heel sink down towards the floor. You want to have your front knee lined up over the front ankle. So look for that positioning, and then open up into your warrior two. So your back foot's going to go out at about a 45-degree angle. Fingertips are reaching forward and back. Nice straight line. Beautiful job. Look out over those front fingertips, and then see if you can sink down even more. Great job. Now flip your front hand and reach to the sky, allowing your back hand to fall down to rest on that back leg. Maybe you sink deeper here. Maybe this is where you take a break. Breathe into the left side of your body here as you reach, and then bring that left hand down. Clasp the hands behind you once again. Press the heels of your hands together, drawing them down toward the floor, opening the chest, and then maybe staying here.
Maybe taking it forward with the hands rested on the tailbone, or maybe allowing those arms to come up overhead, hands still clasped. Nice slow breaths here will steady you through this if it's challenging you. And then bring the hands back to your tailbone.
Lift the upper body. Turn yourself forward. So both feet are facing forward. Release those hands. Let's take them down to frame that front foot. And here we are in a nice low lunge, nice and deep, feeling a good openness and stretch through our hips. And then if you want to protect that back knee, or if you need protection, you can just fold your mat over. Let your back knee rest on the mat. Put the tops of your toes down. Frame that front foot. Sink your hips down even deeper. Lifting through the top of the head, we've got that nice straight line all the way from the top of the head to the knee. Looks beautiful. Now walk your hands back, coming into your hamstring stretch. Great job. Feel that deep stretch down the back of that leg. You can flex the toes if you'd like to. And then maybe you bring it all the way up with me here. And maybe not. That's okay. If you're up here, reach those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Draw the shoulders down. And then you might stay here, or you might open this up to the left side, bringing that left hand behind you, right hand forward. Palms are facing the same direction that your head is facing, which is that long left side of the mat. Fingertips wide. Now just gently sweep that back hand down. Come, bring it forward to meet the other. And inhale, bring both arms up overhead. So strong you are. Great job. And then exhale, take those hands back down. Walk it forward. Sink into this just for a moment. Tuck your back toes. Pop that back knee off the mat. And you can unfold your mat if you have it folded. Great job here. We're in this nice low lunge, and then we're going to step our left foot back to meet the right. So coming into plank, we have wrist, elbows, and shoulders all in alignment. Great job. Now, if you want to add that extra little modification here, extra challenge, you can bring that right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Send it back. Other side, inhale. Exhale, take it back. Great job. Now go ahead and take the knees wide, setting them on the mat, big toes together, sit your hips back, and you are done with the scripture flow. Great job. We're not done together though. Stay with me for just a few more minutes. I'd like you to sit back here into child's pose, allowing once again for your forehead to rest either on the mat or on a block or maybe on a fist or two stacked. Just make sure your head is resting so you can completely let go in this pose. I'd like you to just focus on your hips for a moment. Feel them kind of spreading, softening, and relaxing down towards your heels. And at this point, let's really try to slow our breaths down. Bringing the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Take your time on those breaths. And then walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. If you can stack your left hand on top of the right hand. Anchor both elbows into the mat, and then just slowly shift your hips over to the left side just a little bit. It's just enough so that you feel a deeper stretch through the left side of the body. You're breathing slow and deep now. Send that breath to the left side of the body. Great job. Now, I know we only went through our scripture twice. I just want to remind you here that it's Colossians 3:2, and it says, set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Now, go ahead and shift your hips back to center. Walk the hands to the left side. Stack the right hand on top of the left. Let those elbows anchor into the mat. And just shift the hips over to the right side ever so slightly so you feel a deep stretch down the right side of the body. Settle in here, breathing into the right side. And so Colossians is telling us, the book of Colossians is telling us that there's more to life than what we can see. There's a lot more. And that's what we want to set our minds on. Set our minds on the things above, not on all the temporal things that surround us. I love that challenge. I love that encouragement. There's so much to unpack in that verse, which of course we won't hear today. but I hope you'll meditate on it. Take some time to dig into it. Now go ahead and walk your hands to center. Take a couple more slow, deep breaths here. Allowing your body to just soften toward the mat. If you notice any area of your body that's kind of resisting this or trying to hold yourself up, just soften it. Let your body sink. And now shifting your weight into your elbows, into the palms of your hands and onto your forearms, lift yourself up. And then bring those knees together just long enough to turn yourself over onto your back side. You can lay down on your back. And extend your arms overhead. Let your shoulders relax here. Let your lower back relax into the floor. Just take a couple slow breaths here. Now from here, let's go ahead and move into your final pose. For some people, you may want to keep your knees bent because that takes a lot of pressure off your lower back. And you could just rest your arms by your side. Maybe you want to extend those legs all the way out. Or maybe you want to rest on your side. The goal here is to find a position that's completely relaxing and comfortable, one where you don't have to think about what you're doing, you don't have to tense up, you can completely let go. Because we're just going to spend the last few minutes focusing on some slow breathing and allowing it to help us to further relax our body. And this is one of the many reasons that yoga type exercise is proven by research to help us to be less stressed, more relaxed, to lower our blood pressure. It reaps so many physical benefits, mental benefits, emotional benefits. It's the way God designed us to work. So working with God's design here, allow your body to just sink in toward the mat, taking those slow, deep breaths, focusing on that inhale, nice and long, exhaling all the way out, and then pausing for a moment before you draw that next breath. Inhaling again, exhaling out. Pausing and going again. As you continue to take those slow breaths, I just want to give you a little mental picture of it. Imagine a triangle, a tall triangle with a short base. And that inhale is a real long climb up the mountain or that triangle. And then the exhale is that long descent. And the pause is just that little line connecting the two. So you can picture that triangle in your mind as you take the breaths and just kind of in your mind trace the triangle of where you are in the breath and follow it all the way around. This type breathing right here has been proven also by research to help trauma victims and to help people who are highly stressed. So use that pause, use those long, slow inhales, use those long, slow exhales to relax your body and your mind and to allow yourself to completely relax and let go. And then if you're on your back, go ahead and turn yourself onto your side, using your top hand in front of you for support. Your bottom arm can just extend up, giving you a little place to rest your head. Let's settle in here for just a couple more slow breaths. And then using that top arm, you can push yourself up. Coming back to where you started in the seated position. And I always like to remind our ladies in my class, and I've reminded you all in my last video, that we're not right back where we started. We're a little further ahead. We're a little stronger, a little more relaxed, a little more flexible, a little more balanced, and hey, we even know Scripture a little more. So lift up through the top of the head just like when we started. Relax your shoulders. Take one more big inhale with me, reaching those fingertips out away from the body, all the way up. Bring the palms of the hands together and exhale. Relax them down, bringing your thumbs to your chest. Allow your elbows to relax by your side. Take a few slow, deep breaths here. And with your eyes opened or closed, taking those slow, deep breaths, I just want to speak the blessing from the book of Numbers to you. And may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you. May he be gracious to you and turn his face towards you and give you his peace. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time right here on the mat.